What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? What's happening? K Mega 405 coming to you live from the 405, where I'm just your regular gamer talking to the intelligent gamers. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Be so kind to hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell. Let everybody know that I'm about to talk some shit. No, I'm about to have a good time talking about this enormous news that just dropped. Without no further ado, let's get right into it, man. Appreciate you guys that's already in there. I mean, right off the bat, like right when I posted it, like there was already slander. I gotta read this from Poe. Let's see. Let's go ahead and let me go ahead and find it. I gotta look for it for a second. Hold on. That was pretty funny. Already with the slander. He said it's over. Pack your bags. The console war is over. Celebrate Sony's victory. Oh my God, Kratos just jumped in the air and smacked Xbox like a dark elf giant HP sponge for the 100,000th time. Damn. All right. Okay. I mean, I don't look at it to be that serious, but hey, it is what it is, man. I'm definitely listen. I got my theories on this, so of course, this is my thoughts and everything. But first off, let's just give kudos to PlayStation bringing the game, dropping it. Um, PlayStation community definitely has a reason to be excited to come out and to say what they have to say and to brag, boast, talk about their dominance in 2022 when it comes to the first party titles. There's no doubt about it. I mean, and for any Xbox gamer that tries to slide and try to say, well, I mean, there's this, there's that, there's this, there's that. I mean, if you only care about the first party, then no, there's no question. I mean, PlayStation should win. Now coming up with this news, bearing that and still, even if God of War does get pushed, even though I don't think it will now, I think they got the date, especially after hearing about the just everything Forspoken getting pushed until next year. I posted it right when I seen it. Was like, okay, this gives a slot for God of War. So that's it right there. I think that there will be one more pushback. I think that it's going to probably be because I believe that from the release date from Ubisoft for the Avatar game that's supposed to be dropping is supposed to be on the 13th, somewhere around there. So I think that game might get pushed back as well. I think that I know that the movie's coming out in December, I believe. So that might get pushed into December or maybe January. We'll still figure that out or whatever. But I think that there still will be one more game that will get pushed. Because again, the marketing rights aspect. I'm definitely going to give you my thoughts on that situation. I mean, I said it on GRG. I said it on next podcast of the reasoning of why I would think that it would probably be better for them to drop it in the beginning of 2023. But they did it. I was wrong on my prediction. And so therefore, I have to eat the crow on it. I got no problem with that. But I still think I still might get my flowers overall when it comes to my whole theory, especially when you hear me break it down. So, listen, it's not over, Poe. I know the whole situation where I know a lot of PlayStation fans want to kind of rub it into Xbox gamers fans' face because of the fact of the first party situation. Look, I mean, this is what competition does. It goes no different than what is what I've said, and I've gotten into many deep discussions. Some people wanted to take it way left because I had my stance on it when it came to Starfield being delayed. Look, games being delayed is not a bad thing. It never has been a bad thing and never will be a bad thing. It was pretty funny that everybody that was all up in arms about Starfield getting delayed and Redfall, nobody didn't say shit about Forspoken getting delayed. Oh, well, let that marinate and go. We got God of War now. No. That's not how it's supposed to work. Remember, if Forspoken was a game that was supposed to be slated to come out to help with that PlayStation portfolio, then you would think that you would still have that same energy like other people did about Starfield. But again, it never happens that way. And the excuse that will probably be thrown is that, well, Xbox hasn't had any first party games coming out this year. They need something. And I can't argue with that. But is it their demise? Is it over? Nah. 2022, first party aspect of it. Sony's probably going to win Publisher of the Year, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It's not bad. It's competition. So it's all good. But my thoughts about this God of War situation. Now, the God of War, shout out to Sin Vendetta. If you haven't heard the story, then you'll hear me break it down and say it. I was not a fan of what I was reading about this new God, well, the 2018 God of War. I was like, Kratos is going to be a dad, and I ain't got a problem with that. But the way that they were saying it was going to make him more humane, it was going to soften him up a little bit. And Kratos is one of my favorite characters. Like he's badass. He's no nonsense. Just like I look like Chief. Like when I look at those two, I'm looking at like no nonsense, or like Marcus Phoenix. No nonsense. Now there could be moments of like humility, or especially like when what got Kratos into his rage because of his family being killed by Hades and all that. But the thing to me was about like, look, but he's raw. Like he's just that. So now he got a son. Of course, it calms him down, stuff like that. But then they were talking about, well, the combat's not going to be as intense. That when I heard that, I was like, nah, Jack, nah. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. And so I was skeptical. And then, of course, they changed the look to that third person behind the back. And then I said the game looked Rise-ish from that look. And, of course, there goes the stands losing their damn minds. And ain't nothing compared to Rise. Anyway, whatever, right? So, and all you got to do is look at Rise, look at God of War, over the shoulder, third person, cinematic, whatever. It's not a disrespect because I love Rise. It would be different if I was talking bad about Rise, but that wasn't the case at all. So, and of course, when I do this, I'm going to get this call, and I bet you, well, no, I don't think this was the same call. I don't know. I'll find out. Anyway, but everything that I was seeing, I was like, okay, they're going to take one of my beloved characters and just turn him into some kind of deep story, whatever. And I'm like, I'm not feeling it. But Sin Vendetta was basically like, man, you're gonna have to try this game, bro. I'm like, man, nah, I'm not with it. I'm not hating on anybody who wants to love the game, who wants to enjoy the game. I'm just not basically really into it. And then, of course, then it came to the whole situation when I brought up that I watched the ending. And I watched probably in the middle half to the ending. I watched somebody stream it. And I was like, oh, okay, this looks pretty damn good. You know what I'm saying? And then I said, if I rated, which people don't read words, they want to just take labels and use it. Basically like, oh, well, because I said, look, man, from what I seen, I would rate the game, a 9 out of 10. I mean, it looked really, really good. And so I said that, not knowing that, because I said if I was giving it a rating, but they took it and he said he didn't even play the game and he blah 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 blah. And so Sin Vendetta sit there and was like, man, he says, man, go check your PlayStation, bro. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And so, well, I'm sorry, because you don't gift. He says check me DMs. And so he hooked me up with God of War. Appreciate it. So I was like, all right, and when people will gift me something like that, I'm normally take the time out to play it. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna give it a run. And then I played it. I enjoyed the hell out of it. And I was like, okay, I dig it. Now, the whole thing about Kratos makes you a better father and all that bullshit, no, that was ignorant. Media be tripping. Like, you took it way left. You must not be a parent. Because I'm not trying to put my kids in danger like that. You know what I'm saying? Like taking them hunting to go find a deer with 8 antlers is okay as a one thing, but fighting trolls is a different situation. But regardless or whatever, but I did, you know what I'm saying? But I did enjoy the game, and I was like, okay, now I still have that love for the old David Jaffe God of Wars more. I do enjoy those more because God of War 3, God of War 2 and 3 was just special. Like, just absolutely special. And not saying that God of War 2018 isn't special. It is good in its own right. I still cater to the older God of Wars more but I do respect and love the fact that this game, it made me turn around my first thoughts of it beforehand. So I'm excited for this version. Like I did when I first met Ham Solo. I did one of and shout out to Ham Solo for doing all these interviews, man. He's probably gonna go down on the record as one of the YouTubers that has probably the most interviews with different personalities than anybody, because he is always doing that. Boy do his work. So shout out to Ham Solo. Check out his go check out his channel. Um the link is in the description for the GRG cast. But when I was first on there, I talked about it, and he asked me what game was I mostly anticipated because it was slated to be coming out this year, and I said God of War. I said I'd be probably surprised. I said, it'd probably be God of War. And so I'm happy that the game is coming out. I knew the game was going to eventually come out, but I thought it would be better if it came out next year. For the sense of, if we're YouTubers, we're content creators or whatever, and we always talk about we put our thinking caps on and think about the strategies would make more sense. But God of War could be put and placed anywhere, anytime. You know what I mean? Like, it's not got anything to do with where it need to be placed. I mean, like, it's not going to sell at any point in time. But my whole point was why I would say it was better for them to drop God of War next year, beginning of next year, is because of the fact that they have all these marketing rights for all these games at the end of the year, on top of having titles coming out in September. They got the marketing rights to all these games coming out in October, and then they got marketing rights to games in November. So when people were saying that the game was most likely going to be coming out in November, I'm like, that's cool, they can do that. But I think overall that it would hurt its overall sale, its hitting sales point, because it's in competition not only with other titles that's going to be coming out. Because listen, that's going to be in the same week and a half as Call of Duty. Call of Duty's going to rate. Call of Duty's going to rate. Vanguard, don't even think about Vanguard. Nobody didn't want to go do the World War II thing, but still got Call of Duty is still in the top 10. It just does what it does. But the sales did suffer. They even admitted that. Activision admitted that. This one, they're gonna go back to what when they did Modern Warfare, which Modern Warfare raked. So this Modern Warfare 2 is going to really rake, because it looks not only absolutely incredible, but now you're gonna have a lot of other, especially Xbox gamers, jumping on board because that Activision deal is going to be dropped. So that's gonna happen this year. And so that's gonna bring back a lot of people who weren't all quote unquote for Call of Duty gonna be jumping on the bandwagon for Call of Duty again. And then on top of that, Call of Duty is just going to sell like hotcakes. God of War can stand up to Call of Duty, but in reality, Call of Duty is going to dust God of War in that week and a half. We all know it. It's a multi-plat going against a game that's not going to be. It's going to be on one platform, and it's not going to be on PC yet. So if it was on PC, and which I'll be like, okay, that game is going to do very, very, very well. And the game is still going to do well. But where I think the game could sell, let's say in the beginning of the year, as I said, around anywhere from 3 to 6 million, in that first week, instantly. Now putting this in that time frame, because not only that you have to think about the games that came out in October, you got to think about the games that's going to be coming out in November, which is not going to be that many, but it's going to be Black Friday sales. And that, to me, right there is the indication of where I think that the game is going to sell. Let me make this clear, because there's a lot of PlayStation stands that like to take snippets of certain things and make them out to sound like it's like a disrespect, or if it's like, oh, listen to this dumb shit. No, the game is going to sell well. But it's not going to generate the same type of sales if it came out in the beginning of the year. That's been my stance on it. I still stand by it. Because Black Friday is also, it's all month. They started right the first damn weekend or the first week of that month of November now. Black Friday starts early. So you got Call of Duty that's going to drop. Then eventually Call of Duty is going to have a sale, and it's going to drop to what, $50, sometimes $35? if you look at on the older consoles, then you'll have the people that were going to get their Maddens, going to get their NBA 2Ks. If they were looking at trying to get Batman, the Gotham Knights game, or the Harry Potter game, or whatever, or anything from the previous year. And let's not forget about Elden Ring. If Elden Ring also drops DLC in November, then people are going to start gravitating to that as well. Not saying that God of War is not going to sell well, just saying that it would sell better in the beginning of the year, in my opinion. Some people will disagree with me on that. There's people that there's on GRG. There's people disagree with me on that. I believe Xbot disagree with me on the next podcast, and that's fine. And I'm going to make this same point because I got a podcast to do tonight on Kids Moves on Planet Xbox tonight. So I'm going to make the same point. Is that look? I just think that it would have been better for them to get the maximum dollar, because that game is going to be what, $70? It's going to be $60. They'll do the $10 swap thing or whatever to upgrade to a PlayStation 5 or whatever. So yeah, so you're looking at this as the value aspect of games that's going to be dropping in November. That's got the Black Friday sale that you can get 2 games for the same price that you can get God of War. And people are going to be looking at that like, man, I'll cop that God of War later. You know what I'm saying? No, look, I mean, Fahim, you know what I'm talking about. So it's just, you know, and I made this point, and you heard me say this on GRG the other week, was that, look, that's the only thing why I wouldn't think that they would drop it in November, because of the fact that, and when they had to drop it, they had to drop it before that November 15th deadline, so it could compete for Game of the Year for the VGAs. So I knew it wouldn't be anywhere after the 15th. And so that's why I was thinking like, well, they'll probably just push. And in September would probably be would have been a good time of the month. But then also they would be also eating their own, because they got The Last of Us remake dropping in November. And that kind of, and you need it. And those games need about anywhere from a couple of weeks to get them, you know, the advertising, the promotion, and everything. And so you got one commercial showing this remake, and then what, 2 weeks later or a week and a half later or so, you're going to drop God of War. Like, I mean, that, and from a gamer standpoint, that would be great to have all these titles coming out at the same time like this. But everybody's wallet isn't the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. So that was the whole thing about, that was the only reason why I was talking about the delay, and thinking that that's probably why they would do it that way. But they didn't. They're bringing it out, and it's going to be good news. Now, I don't have a PlayStation 5 yet, so I'm debating if I still want to get it, because for the PlayStation 4, I kind of don't. And so I might just wait until there's a PC version, because I'm finding myself, and I've made a video talk about that, where I enjoy buying PlayStation games on PC, not because of a dig or console war garbage. It's because of the fact that they just run better on the hard. They just run better because I'm playing them on my PC and not on my PS4. Like when I'm going back and I'm playing Days Gone, or I'm playing even God of War. When I beat God of War, I mean, it plays 10 times better on my PC. And then just also like Horizon Zero Dawn. So I can't wait till we get announced. So I can't wait for Spider-Man, because I haven't beat the first Spider-Man. I did beat Miles Morales. Had a good time with that. So I'm just waiting for the PC release for Spider-Man. I'll play that on PC. So that's just kind of my thing. And then Ghost of Tsushima, I'll go back and I'll beat that game again. I can't wait for that game to drop on PC. So that's just my take on the whole thing. I just thought that it maybe was, you know, I mean, they could drop, like I said, God of War could be dropped anytime that it wants to. Anytime that it wants to. So, cool. And anime, yes, all games play better on PC. It's according to what kind of PC you got, though. Now, my PC is on the same level. It's probably on the same level as maybe maybe on the same level. I don't know. I got a 2070. Got the Ryzen 27 X. I think it's 20 something X. Ryzen 7. And then so regardless of whatever, it's going to run better than my damn Xbox One X. Most games are going to run better than my Xbox One X, not the Series X. my Xbox One X and it runs better than my PlayStation 4. So that's being said, like I said, I don't have a PlayStation 5 yet. So that's why I'm waiting. Because if I had a PlayStation 5, I would get it on PlayStation 5. So with that being said, let's get into the other part. Like, so congratulations on that. Like I said, I'll get into more discussions about that on the podcast tonight on Planet Xbox. But let's talk about the whole Xbox situation with this, right? Because that's where I think that there's going to be people doing these spaces, and where you're going to hear the most is all this whining and crying about PlayStation dominating the first party dominating this year 2022 with the first party. It happens, people. It's happened. It's okay. It's not the end of the damn world. It's called competition. There shouldn't be any. It's like I'm still keeping that stance. I still keep that same energy. If you know me, you know that I don't bend, I don't break. I just keep my stance. I dig in deep, and I feel that all this whining and crying about, well, this Xbox needs to do better. Xbox is doing this, and like I said before, Xbox is doing better because the last part of their mistake was bringing out Halo Infinite at the end of the year instead of bringing it out this year. They should have waited. Not saying that Halo Infinite was bad, because it wasn't. Halo Infinite was great. Now, I did post something, and I'm not going to get it all deep in the head because you know how I love Halo. I will talk about Halo for the rest of the damn time that I'm on here. But looking at the situation where the content is sparse, they should have held it. And so they did the right thing by holding Starfield. They did the right thing by holding Redfall. They did the right thing by not talking about games that's not going to be out for until 2024, like Perfect Dark or Avowed, or I shouldn't say Avowed. Perfect Dark. I can't think of the one game. That's from the other game from Rare. Again, somebody in the chat, you can sit there and remind me. I can't think of the game right now. Damn, it's right at the tip of my tongue. Starts with an E. So, but when you catch it, because I know it's a delay, so you'll know what I'm talking about. That game, or talking about another Gears or anything like that. If those games aren't ready until the first year, I don't want to know about them. Don't man. You can show me a snippet. You can show me. You can post something on the Steam like this game is in development. Cool. Like if they did something about Killer Instinct 2, show it in development. Don't give me this hype to thinking that this game is going to come out within a year. Just show me what's coming out within the year or year and a half. Everwild. Thank you, child of God. Everwild. I don't want to know nothing about it until those games are ready. State of Decay 3. If they're not ready to be within that year and a half, do not show me those games. Hellblade. Now they didn't show Hellblade. Now that was that was the only concerning thing because they didn't show Hellblade. But I still feel that Hellblade's going to come out next year for sure. For all indications from what I've gathered, it's still going to be coming out. So, but we'll find out. I don't know. But yeah, this year was not the best year for first party for Xbox. Period. It's okay. Sony's going to win Publisher of the Year most likely because Nintendo, they're coming out with a couple of games this year, but the big one, Zelda, isn't out. But they are dropping Bayonetta 3 from all the Xeno Saga, I think that's what it's called. That's going to be dropping this year. I think it's going to be dropping this month actually. And so in this Splatoon 3. So they got first party. Xbox just didn't have the first party. They just had bad circumstances, and I feel that they made the right call. Like everybody that makes these decisions at these companies that hold these games, there's a reason for it. So just think about this for a second. Put this in perspective. Let's say Starfield is still dropping on the 11th. God of War is dropping on the 9th, right? God of War comes out flawless, very few bugs, very few issues, just minor things that you would see in a game, because all games have bugs or some kind of hitches or something like that. But God of War hits. Starfield comes out and is a buggy mess. It's done. That game is done. Starfield will be looked at. It doesn't matter how good Starfield will become, but that game is done because All you got to look back to, and then what will be the argument then? Well, look at Horizon Forbidden West. Well, Horizon Forbidden West came out in the beginning of the year, and it got overshadowed. That and Gran Turismo got overshadowed by Elden Ring. But if the Last of Us remake and then God of War comes out, and those games perform well, have minor bugs, and also look fantastic, and are more about God of War, plays fantastic, and also it's got minor bugs, and then you have Starfield coming out and it's buggy as hell. Nah, Jack, it's not smart. See, the console war aspect to these cats, they can't get out of it. You know what I'm saying? You got NPCs on Starfield doing the hammer dance. You don't think that shit's going to be shown by every PlayStation stand to every Xbox gamer and stand out there? Like, you don't think that that's not going to go and resonate back to Xbox? And then again, here we go with Xbox just don't know how to handle games. Even though, what happened? So something happened. I don't know what happened. I just heard some music. But you know what I'm saying? So I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you. That was a late delay. I heard the music, but see, I'm looking at this regular screen. I need to be looking at what I need to be looking at right here. But regardless, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Hold on, let me hit my buttons. It takes me a minute. Yes. Thank you. You are the best. Appreciate it. Like I said, go ahead and follow, hit that, whatever. But it just doesn't make sense. You cannot put God of War. You put God of War here, but you cannot put Starfield out. You can't put Redfall out, and those games aren't ready. You just can't. So kudos to Microsoft for being smart and just relinquishing 2022. You won 2021. Listen, how many game publishers of the year did Xbox One win? Anybody? How many? Who said? None. They already did that within the first year. Within the first year of the Xbox Series X and S. That's phenomenal. That's already high tier, high level. So anyway, I know you're probably saying, why he's got this background right here? Okay, so I was going to go over, while I'm over here talking about the games, is right here. Okay, so, yes, Xenoblade. I said Xenogears. I'm thinking of Xenogears because I love Xenogears so much. I wish somebody would bring Xenogears back. Come on, please. But yeah, okay, so, I'm just going by first party right now. So if I'm, I don't know all the, I don't know half of these games right here, but I know Xenoblade is a Nintendo first party game, right? Splatoon in September. Doesn't look, I don't know anything about RPG Time. I don't know if that's a third party, second party, whatever. No Pac-Man World isn't. Okay, and so in October, you got the Mario Rabbids A Spark of Hope. And that's it for them. And then in November, yeah, that's about it. Now Dragon Quest is not because I think Dragon Quest Treasure is going to be on everything. So basically, you got 1, 2, 3 first party from Nintendo, and for whatever that they dropped earlier this year. So I don't know how many that they dropped this year, but regardless, so we got 3 that's upcoming, right? So we already know what PlayStation's doing. So let's go, because PlayStation is right up here, right? Okay, so all right. So okay, we already know that they got PlayStation got Gran Turismo 7, Forbidden West, Stray comes out. That's 3. Let's see. Valkyrie Elysium. I do believe that one is It's slated for it's only on it may be time. I think it's timed, but let's just keep it that that's 4. Then of course you're gonna have the remake, which is 5. I don't know why that's not in here. That's kind of weird. Then you got to look at they got the marketing rights for Call of Duty. I'm sure that they're going to have the marketing rights for the Harry Potter game, and then they're going to have the marketing rights for Spoken before Spoken got pushed back. Then you got God of War, that's 5. And then I believe the Callisto Protocol is going to be a PlayStation marketing game as well, I believe. So it's like altogether maybe about seven games just from what the games that I just listed. Yeah, Xbox just got to concede. I mean, they succumbed to the throat needle in 2022 for the first part. But is that the end of the damn world? No, it's not. It is absolutely not. So let's go to Xbox. All right. Now, this is my point about this, right? This is why I say that this isn't the end of the world. So, all right. There are games that's going to be on Xbox that has never been on Xbox before or has been generations. Like, Gundam is going to be coming to Xbox in August, I believe. I know Gundam is coming, but I thought it was going to be in August. It could be July, but I thought it was in August. Digimon comes out this month. I don't know if there was ever a Digimon on Xbox. Recall. Like that's new. That's fresh. You know what I'm saying? Yes, no, it's not first party, but it's still new, it's still fresh. That's another thing that's a positive to look forward to. Now, of course, there will be those people that will say, "Oh, that's just not the same, Mega. Huh? You're trying to cap." No, it's the reality of the situation. Like if you're a gamer, if you're a real true gamer, really, in all retrospect, and especially if you're an Xbox gamer, I don't give a shit. Yeah, God of War, cool, but I don't even care to own a PlayStation. What Xbox is offering me? You know what I'm saying? And so when you look at this list right here, right, there's something for you. There's something for you. And the same goes for like when people were capping last year for Xbox, PlayStation had stuff for you, for them. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're a gamer and it's not all about quote unquote this type of genre game or this, because people were trying to tell level, because every time that there was a first party game that came or a game that came out that was slated for Xbox or now part of the Xbox Studios or whatever the case may be, well, it's not a true AAA. It's not this, it's not that. They're always going to throw the different standard at you. They're never going to just say, well, it just doesn't make any sense. But again, it's okay. There's games here. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Digimon Strive. JoJo Bizarre Adventure. Now, the last time that there was a JoJo game, it was on 360. Never came on Xbox One. Now, I know not everybody's into fighters like I am, but that's huge. That is huge. Now, and then you also look and you see Grounded's going to be coming. Grounded's going to get the full game. If you ever got a chance to play Grounded is really actually fun. Not a game that I'll probably be putting a whole bunch of time into, but it is really a fun game. I played it with PK and some other people over there and had a blast. Matter of fact, I have a little snippet where we was running from one of the damn spiders, and that was when it was in alpha. So the game is so much bigger. So that's another game that's there. Fallout 76, yes, we know it had its problems, but it's got more DLC. Now this Warhammer 40,000 Dark Tide, that shit look hot. That's right up my alley. Like 4-player co-op, shooting, we blasting things. Bro, I love it. That's what I'm talking about. But see, there's availability there. You know what I'm saying? Overwatch, my homeboy loves Overwatch like that. I haven't played Overwatch in years. So, but this is you know what I'm saying? Scorn. Scorn's not going to be for everybody. But Scorn, I think Scorn's going to be low-key high. Just because it's so the graphics are so beautiful, but they're so nasty. Like that world looked like it just like my boy Don always talks about what things would smell like. That shit would smell horrible. Lord have mercy. But that game looks absolutely stunning. I can't wait to play it just to be grossed out. Because graphically it looks insane. It looks crazy insane. But then we also look at this. Persona. The Personas are going to be finally coming to Xbox. Come on, man. For all this, for now, when we talk about capping, let's be real about this, right? Bro, all these people that have been bitching about, like, oh, we need Japanese RPGs, we need this, we need that. Y'all better show that content. You better show that gameplay. We better see them achievements. We better see them. If you are out here doing all that damn talking about why we don't have Persona, and then you don't play the game, well, it's not my type of game. I kind of like Western RPGs. You're a fraud. You're a fraud, an absolute fraud. Not only that Xbox delivered, they put it on Game Pass. They made sure there's no excuses for all those people so you don't have to play all of them because there's some long ass games. The only one that I beat was 3. I haven't beat 4 and I ain't beat 5. But I plan on getting to it, getting down, being lost in the immerse since we ain't got no more first party coming. Hey, we got the time. So let's go. Let's go. No excuses. No excuses. Xbox gamers, no excuses. Persona is finally here. No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it, Poe. Stop it. Don't do that now. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be Poe, because I've seen you cap for JRPGs. Don't you come in here doing that. Don't you dare. That's a fail out of boy. Are you out your damn mind? That boy sit there and said that's a kid's game. Persona's a kid's game. Man, stop it. Okay, anyway. There's nothing kiddie about, man. You start listening, man, that lore is ridiculous. It's wicked. Some of the beings you got to fight, and other than the penis demon, all the other things that you got to fight in that game, shit, it's pretty wild. Anyway, Star Ocean. Man, the last time we had a Star Ocean was on the 360. See, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this year is not a great year for the first party for Xbox. It just isn't. But this is a good year for Xbox to bring back that old 360 feel. That the games that we used to play, or even just look and say, damn, okay, that game might be something I might want to play or pick up or something later on down the line or whatever. When you looked at the Xbox, because when I'm playing the Xbox One era, which, I capped for Xbox One, I thought they had some hot ass games. It wasn't the best Xbox era by none. No, you know what I'm saying? The 360 was the king. OG Xbox was 2, Xbox One was 3. This going to the Series X era of Xbox is like it's going back to the era of the 360, and that's where you want Xbox to be. And when you look at a game like Star Ocean, Divine Force coming, that's a win. That is an absolute win. High on Life, that game looks dope as hell. Looks so fun. Come on, man. Come on. And then you got Gunfire Reborn. That looks dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm really hyped for Gotham Knights. I'm gonna be all on that. So look at November. You got Flight Simulator 4th anniversary. And that's Flight Simulator is a beautiful game. It's not for everybody. But I think that, but they keep adding more content to Flight Simulator that gives a better opportunity for people to go ahead and try it. Because I tell you, it's worth trying out, especially if you just want to try to fly over your city or fly over your town or whatever. It's really, really cool. It's a beautiful game. Pendiment, I have no interest. But see, that's the thing. That's the beauty of it. Games that's not for me could be for you. If a game is not for you, that game might be for me. And to me, that's another game that you can sit there and you can say, all right, cool. Let me go ahead and try it. It's on Game Pass, I believe. I think it is on Game Pass. So you get to try that. And then, of course, they got other games. Now, I want people to pay attention to this game right here. Now, this isn't a timed exclusive or anything like that, because this is on everything. But this Arc Raiders, keep your eye out on it. That game looks dope. That game looks fire. Okay, game doing that. Oh, As Dusk Falls. As Dusk Falls comes out here this week, I believe. I'm going to play that. I like those type of games, so I'm going to play it. I don't know about Atomic Heart. Atomic Heart is supposed to be coming out here, but it probably will be pushed until 2023. Avowed, of course, not coming. Bright Memory Infinite, I believe it's going to get one of those shadow drops. It's going to drop because it's been on PC here for a minute, and I beat it. It's not very long, but it was broken when it first came out on PC. They enhanced it. Well, not case they enhanced it, but they patched it up. It plays a hell of a lot better. And so I think that they just fine tuning to make sure that game plays is the best that it possibly can when that drops on Xbox, and it also drops on PlayStation as well. Okay, we know Contraband ain't coming. You know what I'm saying? Oh, also Crisis Core, the Final Fantasy reunion. Now I know this is weird as hell because Final Fantasy VII Remake is not dropping on Xbox. I do feel that Sony's got things locked up or have some kind of got this really tight relationship with Square Enix where they're going to have some kind of deal going on with the Final Fantasies. And I feel that Final Fantasy VII will come to Xbox, but I do not think that it's going to come to Xbox until the trilogy is over. By that time, a lot of people probably won't care. I just said hell with it. I bought the game again on PC. So, because I bought it on PlayStation 4, I've been playing it low key, getting sick of Barrett's mouth. But I got further than where I was when I was playing on the PlayStation, and of course it runs a hell of a lot better. There still needs to be some bugs on the PC version that needs to be ironed out, but it looks absolutely stunning. So, regardless of that, but then all the rest of this stuff mostly is probably going to be coming out. Now this game Exoprimal, which is also another multiplat, is going to be coming out this year. Oh, well, no, it's coming out next year. But there's a beta out there, so go look for it because the beta is supposed to be slated to come July 11th. So check that out because I'm going to be playing that beta. I got my code. Anyway, so that I just wanted to kind of go through a little bit of some of those games. And yes, does it compare to the games that we seen that I showed that was coming on Xbox compared to what the first party IPs for PlayStation's dropping? No, it's not. I got you. Well, the bigger titles that will come from third party can match up with the God of Wars and stuff like that. But if you're just talking about the first party aspect of it, no, I understand it's not feasible. But yeah, but it's okay. It's all right. It's not the end of the world. If games need to be delayed, they need to be delayed. And kudos for Xbox for just saying, look, we don't want to come out and have another situation where these games aren't working. Also, plus the bad circumstance with Stalker. I mean, how can anybody be pissed off about that situation when people are at war? You know, so, and then that game is still slated to come out early next year. So God bless those people out in Ukraine, man. You know what I'm saying? Fight y'all. Yeah, man, they some fighters, man, for sure. So, you know, it's just a weird year. And so, yeah, and I get it, and I know when some of you people go and go into some of those spaces, you're going to hear the doom and gloom. Man, don't pay attention to that garbage. Man, just, you know what I'm saying? The whole point of me showing that is to let you know that there's so many games that's available. You know what I'm saying? Not if you're a gamer, it shouldn't matter because if you're only on Xbox, you got an assortment of games to play. If you're a multi-platform owner, you got plenty of shit to play. And let's not forget about our backlog because every true gamer has a true backlog. So there's plenty to play until we hit 2023 for Xbox gamers. PlayStation will just be eating good this year. Let them have it. Let the competition rise. If you think every time this is the difference already for the situation that's happened where Xbox had a shortcoming like this, they've clapped back. Last generation, PlayStation clapped, Xbox didn't clap back. They couldn't. And that's the difference. So 2023 is going to be ridiculous. It's going to be sick. And you got to put this in perspective too. PlayStation has just now dropped all of their big known titles that for overall from what we've known for the last 5 years. You know, God of War, Horizon, GT, and The Last of Us, right? So Spider-Man's going to be due next year. Then you'll get the Final Fantasy. You'll get the both Final Fantasy. You get the Final Fantasy 16 and get the Final Fantasy what is it, Rebirth or something like that. And then they'll probably drop Souls Arise, which is a game, but I think that's going to be a smaller title, like a double A title. But I'm looking forward to one to play that because that looks really dope. Hack and slash game. Just think about what Xbox is going to be dropping next year. See, that's the thing. Like, it's going to be a tit for tat. PlayStation is going to come and hit, but Xbox is going to really come and hit hard. Nintendo is going to come and hit hard because Zelda's going to be dropping. And then there's going to be another Mario dropping at some point. And if the rumors are true about another Metroid, bro, like, that's all I'm saying is that it's okay. You could be disappointed that this isn't the year that you was expecting from Xbox. It's okay to be disappointed. But do not look at this and say, well, this Xbox is, this don't look good. Like, I'm reading some of those DMs in there. Like, they had me in there. And so I'm reading some of this stuff and all this doom and gloom bullshit. I'm like, man, I put it on mute. Like, if I see one more thing, well, Xbox is in bad shape. No way it's not. It's in better shape than it's ever been. Like, what are you talking about? It's doing well in Japan. When has Xbox ever done well in Japan? See, that's that shit that when people get too invested into the console war garbage, that they don't look outside the box. They just only see one straight thing. Oh, we got to beat PlayStation everywhere. It's not going to happen that way. PlayStation hasn't been dominant for 30 some years by just laying over. And really, if people be honest, Nintendo's kicking everybody's ass. So I just don't understand it. It's really crazy to me. You can't be disappointed. You can be disappointed. Like, I'm not disappointed in nothing. Like, I see all of this material. I see all these games that's here, and I'm like, shit. I got to knock out something. I got some things to knock out because I know when I jump on, I'm going to be playing Persona, but I'm going to get on that Gotham Knights. I'm going to be on Modern Warfare 2. I'm going to be on because I really low key really want to play that Harry Potter game. I've only watched like two of the shows. My wife is huge in Harry Potter, so I think I'm going to just kind of like, hey baby, you want to watch me play this or whatever, so I could low key play it because it looks really, 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 really good. Look right up my alley, like big adventure game. So I really want to try that. But the Gotham Knights, Modern Warfare. Of course, JoJo. We're gonna have to. I got to get my fighters, and then just there's just so much other stuff to play. Like I'm gonna be playing that Dusk. What is that game called again? That comes out this week. See, I don't want to be country when I got the stuff right here in front of me. Let's see. Was that okay, that's I just passed it. Let's see. Go back up here. Yeah, as Dusk Falls. I want to play that. Now, we'll see if I like it or not, but I think that this game is going to be pretty damn good. So I'm going to be playing that. We still got World Slayer, which, well, I can't say everything, but I really like World Slayer. So I just want to run it with some people. So hopefully Don will go ahead and pick it up. And then maybe we can run with some other people and so we can get ahead and run through World Slayer. Like, bro, and then there's Madden. I'm going to be copping Madden. NBA 2K, you got the GOAT back. Come on, man. Man, you see me wearing my OKC hat. You see that boy Chet Holmgren and that boy J-Dub? Are you kidding me? Man, I'm definitely going to be picking up 2K. I could be busting some people's ass with that, man. And with SGA, Giddy, Holmgren, and that boy, and then you got Trey Man, and then you got that boy J Dub. Oh man, come on now. I'm all in on NBA 2K this year, and I'm all in on Madden. So my Rams won the Super Bowl. Come on, bro. I'm with it. I'm with it. So I have plenty of games to play on top of my fighters when we do fight night, which I'll be doing fight night tonight after I get done with when I get done with being on Xbox Planet. On Xbox Planet tonight. So, yeah, man, I just wanted to touch bases with y'all. I think it's congratulations to the PlayStation community out there. y'all got the right to brag and boast. Y'all's had a really fantastic year with the first party. PlayStation nailed it. They should win Publisher of the Year. They out, in my opinion, they outdid Nintendo, and they definitely outdid Xbox because Xbox didn't have any first parties this year. But yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, if you're a gamer, you're anticipating all these games that they got out. Now, again, I'm gonna wait. I don't want to play God of War on the PS4. I want to get on a PS5. But if not, I prefer to play when they drop it on PC. That could be next year. You never know. So it could be a couple of months from now. I don't know, but I'll be definitely playing that, and then of course I'll be playing Spider-Man once that drops because that drops in August or September. So I will definitely be copping that on PC. So like I said, there's so much stuff to play, and I'm excited about the year. Regardless, you know what I'm saying? My Xbox will still be on. I still got Naraka. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to still be putting in work on that. I'm level 75 on Naraka right now, and I ain't played in 2 days because I've been playing an old game. I've been playing Sleeping Dogs because I never played the DLC. If you want to go check out the DLC to the Zodiac tournament, all you got to do is just check out my channel. You'll see it. I just dropped it because I just beat it yesterday because I never got a chance to beat the DLCs when I played the game way back in the days. And so I got myself caught up and in love playing the hell out of it. Again, that's what I'm saying. Like, gamers play whatever they want to, however they want to, whenever they want to. You know what I'm saying? You got work, you got other responsibilities, family, things like that. But in the sense of just because this game is brand new, that don't mean I got to play it right now. I can play it later. If I want to play an old game, I can go ahead and I can do that. If I want to play this new game right here, just get lost like I did with Elden Ring, there's nothing wrong with that. Gamers play how they want to play, and nobody should dictate how they play. So, again, like I said, there's so much here to play. We all got backlogs. We got plenty of things that's on the plate already. To bitch about and say that things are dry, then you ain't playing games, bro. That's real talk. I really appreciate everybody, man, coming by and saying what's up. I'm going to get ready to do that Planet Xbox here tonight, and then like I said, Fight Night will be afterwards. So I'll be back on doing Fight Night. I'm gonna try to see if I could put Fight Night on YouTube. YouTube be really funny with the fighters, man. Like, because of the music and shit. So I don't know. It'll still be. You can check me out on Twitch, KMega405, because that's how I'll definitely be there doing it. And then there will be no GRG this week. I'm doing my 2-week thing. This week is me and the wife. We gonna be hanging out. We're gonna see that Love and Thunder, and then we got some other things we're gonna be doing, and then we got some other stuff to be catching up on because I'm like 3 episodes behind on damn, what is that? The Boys. I'm 3 episodes behind on The Boys. Haven't seen 1 episode of Miss Marvel. So me and the wife, we got that to do. Plus we gonna be hanging out, doing some other stuff. Got to catch out Thor. So ain't gonna be no GRG this week, but we'll be back next week. And man, I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate you guys for your patience and time. And I will get up on there. And Cali Rex, yeah, you dry, but it ain't driving. Poe, what you say? What time is Fight Night? Fight Night probably be around 10 o'clock tonight, 10:30. I'm a late night owl. I like to sit there and play my games late. So I need to start doing streaming during the day when I got the time, but I don't know. I'm a vampire. So I like doing my gaming at night. But yeah, and then of course you'll see me play some more Naraka and all that other stuff. But tonight I'll probably be playing some DNF Duel, and if less Yobi and them come in here or whoever else, we can play whatever that's jumping off. I will be next Sunday playing Killer Instinct as the first game. We go, I got to get my KI in every once in a while and give me some Mortal Kombat. I don't know, we'll see. But everybody, man, really do appreciate it. You said what other things, Rain? That's none of your damn business. That's none of your damn business. There's other things, sucker. But hold on, wait a minute. First off, I don't need to schedule for that. Also on top of that too is that my mother-in-law is moving in. Has been moving in, and so she's already here, but there's still more stuff to be coming. And so I will most likely, my wife's homegirls usually come through, But now I'm gonna have a house full of women. Sad part is that when I was younger and thought that I wanted a house full of women, I did not think of it like this. So yeah, well, So anyway, man, I'm out of here, man. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. I will see you guys here later on this evening. Go check me out on Planet Xbox. Check out Fight Night Sunday tonight. Well, Fight Night tonight because it's not a Sunday night, but Fight Night tonight on Twitch. Like I said, I might try to do YouTube as well. I don't know, but I will be doing that. Hope you guys will come and join me. Thank you for the follow. And if you have not followed or subscribed, man, go do that, man. Do that, man. Come on, man. We on the quest for 4,000. And then once we get to 5,000, bro, it's going to be rolling. So I cannot wait. But let's go ahead and get to that 4,000 first. We just a few away. Let's get it. All right, man. Peace.